Coming to you from the heart of the Great White North. Welcome to the Canadian Prepper Podcast. Immerse yourself in the world of preparedness with insights from seasoned experts and a touch of Canadian practicality. Your go-to source for all things survival, resilience, and self-reliance. Now, let's kick off another episode packed with knowledge and strategies to ensure you're ready for whatever life may throw your way. Stay tuned and let the journey to preparedness begin.
Welcome to episode 272 of the Canadian Prepper Podcast. We are recording November the 2nd, 2025. My name is Eric, host of the show, based in Southern Ontario, hunter, target shooter, ham radio operator, and of course, computer geek. So first responder, witnessed an over-reliance on emergency services during major events and started a small preparedness company to help people get better prepared for at least 72 hours.
All right, my name is Ian. I'm new to the show here. Part-time chicken wrangler, mediocre homesteader, and a casual podcaster. Turns out my name is now intern number 1.
We upgraded you.
Absolutely. I am Brad. I'm in Eastern Ontario, part-time amateur prepper, constantly trying to better myself.
My name is Pierre. I'm a tactical beard owner, base t-shirt merchant, government critique. Reason we hit the explicit button, and I did vote to get Ian his new name to intern 1 compared to that guy. So I was rooting for you, buddy.
It's a step up.
It comes with a better paycheck, too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Double the pay.
You guys get paychecks?
Yeah, double zeros is better than 1 0.
Well,
This is
okay,
true.
I'll
Yeah,
take that,
yeah.
okay. If you want to help support the show, you can buy some swag. We have both the Canadian Prepper Podcast t-shirt and the tactical Velcro patch at www.prepperpodcast.ca. All the proceeds help cover our podcast costs.
If you're enjoying the show, please take a few minutes and submit a review wherever you found us. We want your feedback, even if it's bad. We also invite you to reach out and tell us about something you learned this week. You can email us at feedback@prepperpodcast.ca.
All right, so we've got some chilling content for you in this episode. We'll start out with some recent news. We'll update you on our personal preps. I'm going to get into the main topic. I hate to say it, but winter is coming.
Old man is just around the corner.
He is.
You got to say it more in a Jon Snow voice.
Nah, maybe. We'll see. Next year, I'll keep practicing.
Yeah.
All right, we'll kick off with Ian for some news articles.
All right, so on chilling news as well, when it comes to your wallet, land claims in BC, I'm sure most of you have heard something about this, but basically there's been a court case that got recently settled that threw a monkey wrench into the whole legal title issue with properties in British Columbia based on Indigenous land claims and stuff. So not so much the politics about it, that's for tomorrow night. However, the issue is that now if you want to try and sell your property or upgrade your property or do anything to it now, you've got dual title issues, which for a prepper standpoint is not very good. So best to cash those out as soon as you can, if you can, and maybe go somewhere else. So
Or
yeah,
just don't do permits to do upgrades to your property.
oh boy, it's gonna be more than that. I think it's gonna be like, who's gonna want to pay for it after a while if there's dual ownership, right? So it's like, right now the big problem is for a lot of guys from a financial preparedness perspective is where I was going with this, is that like right now it's already happened once now in Richmond, is that the mortgage company will not renew the mortgage because the title isn't clear as to who owns it, and so therefore the bank can't make a claim on it, because if it's only now they only own half versus the whole property with the mortgage, it's like so wow, that's gonna be a big mess for the next little while.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Sell it off and become a squatter.
Well, there's a lot to be said about that nowadays. Squatters get a lot of rights. So
Apparently.
yeah. Anyway, also chilling news. Properties in Canada generally are tanking. So U.S. had their big property tanking for prices in 2008. We kind of made through that unscathed pretty much. Now it's our turn. So I put a few links there in the show notes. Mostly from Shazzy, as a guy on X, but he's like an autist with this stuff. He's watching it constantly, but he watches for Powers of Sale in Ontario, and there's one in Bowmanville, one in Toronto, one in Kitchener. I think got these three I listed. Wherever they're all like 50% losses on property in the space of 2 years. These guys will put down literally 1.2 million and then sell it for 700,000 the next year or something like that. It is insane what's going on right now. So yeah, and that's going on nationwide. If there's about 10 different channels I've been watching on this stuff, like the Angry Mortgage podcast always makes me laugh too. He's pretty spicy. And but yeah, no, they've been saying it's basically this catastrophe going on right now for Canadian home prices, which again, most people is using that as a bank account or a retirement plan. And so as part of your preparedness goals, if you're planning on using that as like to pay for preps or using it as ATM to get in a HELOC or whatever, that's got some far reaching implications for guys. So definitely some financial preps you got to keep an eye on in Canada right now.
Yeah, 50% loss. Oof, that stings.
Yeah, but not just 50% loss in 2 years. And plus throw in inflation, which is more than 2%, let's face it. So the realized
according
loss
to the paperwork I read that is government subsidized
exactly.
and supported by.
Yeah, so if you throw on the actual inflation rate, which is probably on the order of 20 to 30% over those 2 years, it's actually like insane what those people lost in buying power now. They're just financially devastated, right?
Yeah, because 700,000 2 years ago would have went a lot further than 700,000 now.
Yeah.
So even though you lost, like what you gained, like you probably made 500,000 in today's value compared to what it was 2 years ago or whatever. But nobody's ready for that conversation because math is hard apparently.
Yeah, who would have thought throwing a bunch of money into into debt would create inflation in this country or something,
or just raising minimum wage, mandatory minimums for certain things, like now someone is making $18 an hour putting cucumbers on a shelf. Like, well, they used to get paid $6 an hour, so I'm like, you still think you're gonna get that cucumber for $1? Like, no, now it's like $9 for a fucking cucumber.
Yeah.
Well, the grapes are going to be $40 now.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like, bro, I refuse it. Like, I actually, my wife showed me a video of the grapes where I'm like, yeah, they're always like overstuffed. You take it to the cash and everything, and like you don't really pay attention. You're like, how the fuck did I pay $60? And you realize you paid $20 for grapes. Yeah, now I literally find one that's got a bunch of good stuff, and I take a bunch of shit out and I put it in other bags. Let someone else pay $30 for fucking grapes. I gotta go home with $10 worth of grapes. Like,
oh yeah, it's insane. Like I don't know,
ridiculous.
man. Like, how people are like financial preps has become more and more important now because now you got to realize that you got to budget, you got to plan ahead, you got to hedge stuff because or buy in bulk when the price is good and so on and so on because this is becoming a real issue now. So yeah, it's a thing.
Sure is.
Anyway,
I'm trying to figure out how to can grapes. Fuck.
Well, first need a can.
Yeah, I think when you can grapes, it turns into wine.
I was gonna say it usually turns into something a little bit more potent than grapes.
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's a preserve. Yeah, sure. It's like jam, but
it's at least legal.
It turns into a barter item real quick.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't try and can any corn and sugar I buy, but I can do it with grapes at least.
There you go.
That's true.
So if you were following the baseball at all, Jays lost last night. So that sucks. Has nothing to do with prepping, but I figured I'd throw it in there so that everybody else could suffer.
Well, clearly they weren't prepared to
win.
So it depends. They weren't. If you were prepared to celebrate, you got disappointed.
Well, okay, fair. Yep.
If you've been around,
and I guess it was something good to watch as well for just massive crowds and such, right?
Put all those preps away and wait for the next sporting event.
But also, as we were talking pre-show, because all the rail system and all the buses said, go fuck yourself, because they went into extra innings and they retired. Like, right? It was something. It doesn't happen often, even if you go from time to time. Like, how do you plan on getting home? Right? People relied on public transportation because it went into the 11th inning instead of the 9th. Or whatever, like the buses were just like, we got to go clock out, and everybody just left. Like, so a bunch of people were stranded. They had to figure whatever out. So I mean, there is some things to take away from it.
True, fair enough.
But yeah, also
don't rely on public transportation.
Yeah, don't rely on anything government funded.
Or just drive yourself, or avoid large crowds. I mean, there's always that too.
Yeah.
So
stay home, watch it on the big screen.
They do have TVs, yeah.
This is true.
I guarantee you,
Actually, a better view from the TV.
I guarantee you can make a hot dog and pour a beer for a lot less than what you're going to pay there.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yep.
it's
I get a
financial
much
fairness
better
right
view.
there.
Mhm.
See,
There you go.
And you cannot wear pants.
Again,
This is true. Yeah. Well,
you can not wear pants in the stadium too, but then you get.
I was gonna say, you get a little bit. You get a lot of attention. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
All right, let's move into what we've done lately for prep, shall we?
Plenty of yard cleanup.
Mhm.
Putting
It's the
putting
season.
slowly. What's that?
Tis the
Oh,
season.
yeah, absolutely. Trying to clean up lots of stuff. Trying to slowly putting up a pallet fence to keep the little rugrat dogs in the yard and
Mhm.
out of trouble.
Which one?
The little shit disturber
Yeah.
who's female. Yes.
Like a bitch.
Yeah. Bunch of fuel rotation when I can. And
Mhm.
working on fixing up and then possibly selling my third generator, depending on the parts cost and how much it's going to cost me, so to speak, to do it myself and whatnot. And I'm in the process of collecting up all the supplies to insulate my shed for next winter. Ran out of time this year, and just other things required more priority. So that's that.
Oh, very
Just
nice.
work,
Mm-hmm.
going. So
No,
yeah,
well, it's good.
you work.
Yeah. Myself got my little portable generator all serviced up, so it played a pretty good role during the ice storm here. So figured I'd get it all good to go again for round 2 if we see it this winter. So oil change, plugs done, turned it on, fired it up, tested it. Weird, I know, but make sure that it's all ready to go and operate.
But did you test it
I know.
with the ham radio?
Because
Because I don't care if it runs the microwave. You need to know if it's going to run a ham radio.
Does it
Well,
transmit bell fangs?
I did have my little portable radio with me when I was doing it, so technically I tested it with the radio. Just
Okay.
didn't power the radio
Okay,
with the generator.
half points. Half
The
points.
thought was
Yeah,
there.
so I'll take the half points. Got all the lawn and yard maintenance kind of play toys put away for the winter, so they're all tucked away. Oil and everything done in them as well. Rotated fuel, and I got picked up a couple of these little guys because little Balefang minis. Because why not?
Because
How do you like
sometimes
those?
you want to feel like a giant.
Sometimes you want to feel like a giant. That's right. Yeah. So nice small little portable guys, little handheld amateur radios, and figured
Yeah.
the price is right, so I picked up a 4-pack because you can never just get one.
It's kind of like the opposite of the Asian thing where they have small hands to make something else look bigger.
Yeah,
to
but
the big
it's-
hand, to make your small radio to make your hand look bigger. I don't know. It's,
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Let your imagination run with that one, whatever you want to think.
Fair.
Yeah. But the radios are good. I like them.
what's the wattage on those?
It's in my hand.
The 5
5 watts.
UHF VHF 5 watts. Yeah.
I was waiting to hear like 1.5 because they're so small.
Really?
Like,
Half watt. Yeah. Microwatt. Yeah.
Are they work on
Yeah.
chirp?
Yeah. Everything just the same as the UV5Rs. So they're just smaller, a little more compact. The 99 channel or 999 channels. Nice little color display.
I'm
They
glad
actually don't have spurious emissions, which is nice. They're actually
I'm glad
clean
they got
radio.
that 128 limitation there. That's good. I mean,
Mhm.
especially in today's day and age when you can get like memory so cheap, right?
So yeah, they're nice. I figure I'll put them in some packs and stuff, and they're easy to pack away. They're not as bulky, right? So that was the thought, anyways.
Cool.
But yeah, that's it for me.
All right. As for myself, last time I was on here, was I talking about the Swedish death cleaning?
The Witch and Hunt now.
Okay,
No.
Swedish death cleaning. It's a new internet sensation. It's like there's a Swedish word that sounds like an IKEA furniture, but I'm not gonna try and repronounce it or anything. But anyway,
And you have to.
well,
is this on your OnlyFans?
Der Stirring or something. Anyways, but long story short, it's kind of this new internet craze that's happening. Unlike Tide Pod challenges, this one's actually productive. And what it is like basically trying to get you to decrapify the idea that they have in Sweden is that if you suddenly were to die tomorrow, how much crap do you want to leave behind for your kids to have to deal with, right? And so you kind of try and decrapify stuff you're not using. And so we've gone on this campaign around the house here for like the last 6 months, not just CGN deals. I had to say it, But Facebook Marketplace, like if you go on my Facebook page right now for Marketplace, it's got like
You're allowed on Facebook again?
I am. So I'm using it
Oh.
for Marketplace.
Surprise,
And
surprise.
so at any given time, I probably got like 20 ads on there and trying to get rid of stuff. But, you know, basically once we cash out and get all this cash for stuff, that people just come to my fence and take away from me and hand me cash. It's like a slow motion garage sale going on constantly. And so I take that cash and invest it in something good. I've got like a really good feeling about that Zimbabwe currency. I think it's going to go places. So I'm investing heavily in that. And
Yeah.
yeah.
It looks nice.
I mean,
I
yeah,
will say.
I figure
It's very fancy. Yeah.
It's gonna turn
Yeah.
around one day, right? And
You
yeah.
hope.
So,
Yeah.
but anyways, the nice thing is by decrapifying, it's like a built-in inventory system. So you're kind of redoing an inventory without even thinking about it. You're actually figuring what you actually need versus want, and stuff you haven't used for 6 months. You might as well get the cash back out of it, whatever. And yeah, so it's been actually fairly productive. So. On top of that, I started working on a little steel shed to kind of house the generator. So it's like it's got like the steel roof panels all around it and on top and stuff. So it's a little more rainproof. And of course, fuel rotation. That's obviously been happening constantly because I haven't been on here that long, or that often, should I say? And let's see here. Yeah, CGN deals indeed, but mostly selling, not buying, because that whole death cleaning thing. And let's see here. Car. Had a bunch of issues with the small car coming up. So I had to take care of those, and I figured before winter hit, might as well take care of that, but we can talk about that later. And then basically right now we're just kind of running around the property, kind of sealing stuff up because the rainy season is pretty much upon us. So every time there's a lull in the rain, we're just trying to make sure everything's taken care of before it starts raining for about 4 months straight.
It never actually snows there, right? It's all rain.
It does shovel itself, but it does rain a lot.
We're gonna talk about minus 30 and fucking 6 inches of snow, and he's worried about
Mm.
fucking rain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it is a lot,
Son of a
though.
bitch.
Oh, I know.
Anyway, that's it for me. Pierre?
For myself, I found one issue with my preps. We have had a lot of rain lately, and take a look in the old crawl space and realize there's a small little pond that toads are about to grow out of because my sump pump let go. And I was like, okay, so I was like, okay, I know sump pumps aren't crazy. It's not hard, like fairly simple system for the one I have. But I'm like, if I drive an hour and 20 minutes, I can buy it for $90, or I can drive 2 minutes and I can buy it for double the price. I'm like, wow, I don't know. So I thankfully reached out to someone that's on the podcast tonight, and I was like, hey, you got one? Or are you in Ottawa? Because I was like, I'll just go to your house because you're only 15, 20 minutes from my house. No, I'm actually not working today. And I was like, son of a. So he had a spare one. So I'm like, okay, so I'm probably going to go buy two. And yeah, have a backup one. But yeah, getting ready for old man winter coming. Our deck's a bit of a disaster. It's kind of been a spot where we just put stuff outside that we don't care if it gets ruined. But now I don't want it to be under all the snow. So yeah, doing all the cleanup outside. Did a big grocery run today, 15 pounds of chicken in the freezer, 10 kilos of ground beef, ground pork, a bunch of bacon, all that stuff, just going through, checking, hey, what do we need? Because, when it gets really crappy out, I don't want to go to the grocery store, so I want to have a little bit of extras in the freezer. Taking a look at we're getting to the weather where soups and stews are going to be way more popular compared to when it's 40 outside. So looking at what we can do for preps for that, for even though we're not doing it now, like can I buy something that's at a good price now and vacuum seal and freeze for when that time's needed? So yeah, just looking at our food preps that way. And then we revamped a bunch of the house because Mel was like, hey, we should do this, and just doing
Looks good,
it.
by the way.
It looks good, yes, but it's a lot of work and it sucks. But also, like, we found we had some nuts in a bin, and I'm like, okay, well, if they're still, we'll throw them out. Nobody's gonna eat them. We'll throw them out. I was like, we'll buy them again, but if I throw them out again, I'm never fucking buying them again. Right, like, so kind of trying to be more practical about, like, hey, we've got limited space for stuff, and it's fairly full with stuff we at least partake in, and I'm like, okay, let's start minimizing like the stuff that sits there, and I'm like, we never touch, but it's there for a rainy day. Like, let's substitute that for something that we can at least throw into our rotations. So yeah, just doing inventory for stuff like that. And then yeah, getting ready for Old Man Winter. I'm waiting for it to be really cold and a bunch of snow before I do anything to the snowblower. So yeah,
That's the only time to work on snowblowers is when it's cold and freezing out and it doesn't start and you got to get your driveway cleared out. Yeah, that's sounds about right.
So yeah, I mean, I was gonna do it early, but I was like, what's the fun in that?
No.
And yeah,
No, don't do that.
yeah, I found my winter
for the
stuff.
podcast in the winter.
Yeah, I found my winter stuff. So when that day comes, I'll be ready.
There you go.
Awesome. Very nice. Well, with that, maybe we'll move into the main topic. And as we've alluded to through the intro there, we're talking about winter and how it's showing up here very quickly, except for Ian, where it's just going to rain. Yeah.
Well,
And
if you can put up with the hippies, I guess it's okay. But I mean, you gotta take good with
fair
bad,
enough.
right?
We're
They
all
melt in
going to
the
be
rain, right?
cold. Ian's going to be moist.
oh,
Well,
no.
not for the hippies.
Oh, jeez. Yikes. But yeah, in years past, we usually do an episode in and around the changes of seasons, just to kind of remind people that now is the time to flip things around, change things up, get ready for in this case, Old Man Winter rearing his head again, and just getting ready for what's about to happen weather-wise, because we can't stop it. It's going to come. We gotta just be ready for it. So
Yeah, or we move out to where Ian is, where you may not own the land or the house, but at least it only rains and you're gonna get moist.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I think I'll take the snow at this point.
it's moist twice now. Terrible. Just terrible.
Oh, God.
One more time and someone's gonna show up, and I don't know if they
Yeah.
want them to.
There was a guy that used to talk about talking moistly with each other. So I don't
This is true. Yeah.
know. Anyway,
But yeah, so probably one of the first things on the list to have a quick look at is just your go home bag or get home bag, your bug out bag, whatever it is you want to call it. Just digging through that and switching out the gear that's in there now is to most likely have stuff in there that's going to get you through some warmer weather, which is not going to be with us much longer. So just switching out all that gear, throwing an extra pair of gloves in there, snow pants, an extra pair of boots in the car, that kind of stuff.
Hand warmers.
Hand warmers, yeah, those are great. I carry those year round just because.
Yeah, so
they're good to
I
have.
tend to have, my summer bag is fairly
Mhm.
like single sling, small bag. So I'll mostly take a bunch of stuff out of that bag, and when I swap out to the winter one, I tend to have a much bigger bag because I'm way more worried about spare clothes. If it's way cold out and something happens, you got to dig yourself out, or you got to
Yep.
do whatever. You get a bunch of wetness, even with wool or whatever, right? Spare socks, like I'll have all that for the summer, but I'm like, they're nice thin sports socks, right? I'll have a spare
Right,
set of
yep.
long johns in the summer. So even though the bags stay mostly the same, it's just I normally have a bigger bag during the winter months just to facilitate hand warmers, some extra
Yep.
clothes, that. So like it's take everything out of that bag and add it to this bag that's just got a few extra things in it for that stuff. So yeah, it's the
Yeah.
swap around of the bags for me, not so much of what's in the
Yeah.
bags.
on the
That's a
note
good way of doing it too.
on the note of hand warmers, a lot of times we'll leave them in the bags for years on end and never use them. Also good
Yeah.
for treating shock, of course, as well behind the neck or something like
Mhm.
that. But take a look at your hand warmers, because if there's a little tear in the bag, it might.
I'm done.
If you put your hand warmer in your hand and it feels hard, it's
Yep.
not good. You don't want to insert it anywhere. If it's soft and supple, you
Well,
still
I-
got a good load of heat in there. Type of thing,
I have
so.
never inserted any hand warmers anywhere, good sir.
Wait,
I'm
you can
just
insert it
saying.
in a jacket. I'm just saying, or in
I
So-
wasn't going to say anything. We
if I
don't
was
kink
you,
shame
I'd put
around
all
here.
sorts of
So,
jokes there.
No, I don't get shame. I'm just saying.
There was tons of material there. Come on, guys. There was tons of
There was.
Um,
There was.
But yeah, so if it's hard, it's no good, which is unusual. If it's soft, it's actually still usable. So just keep
Yeah.
in mind. Also, if you're using
So
it
the
as
complete opposite of what you learned at 13.
exactly, and the same thing applies if you use hand warmers to keep your food fresh, and if you got like a bucket of rice and that you're kind of coming and going out of the bucket of rice, same idea as the hand warmer. If it's gone solid, it's like it's no longer eating up the oxygen for your rice. So just keep in mind you might have to throw a new hand warmer in there.
Yeah.
True.
A good idea for that I never thought of doing, which I'm probably going to do now. I have a vacuum sealer, and I have the thing where I can make my own bags, so I can make them, put 2-3 in there, and make a little cut on the side that I can rip it open. So even if one of the bags on the inside does break open, I still got all the oxygen out of that little bag. So yeah, make like little personal pouches that you can rip open, and you got 2-3 things that. Better than not knowing that you had a little needle or your pocket knife poked a hole in something, and when you really need it, whatever. So yeah, that's a good takeaway. I'm gonna definitely do that.
I mean, too have no idea that you could do that.
Yeah. So our vacuum sealer, you can buy the bags that are like just a roll. So I'm like, you can make them your own size.
Yep.
Yeah, cut your own size. You can make them whatever. You can, seal, make whatever, and then we'll make some slits so you can open it without having to like take a pocket knife out.
Yeah, you can put them in mason jars too. Then if they do pop open, they'll suck all the oxygen out, and then the can seals, and then you're good to go as well.
Yeah, because that's
all kinds of little tricks.
A mason jar that doesn't have whiskey in it.
I didn't say you didn't put whiskey in it.
Yeah, I don't want warm whiskey. I want cold whiskey.
Well,
At least you don't have to change out that in your vehicle if it won't freeze if you leave it in your vehicle.
Yeah. This is true. That's good reminder on liquids.
As long as your kids don't steal it and keep topping it up with water, yeah, you're good.
Yep.
We've all done it at least once.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Not a clue, right?
But that is a good reminder as well, is most people will carry liquids around in the warmer weather, right? In the winter, that not as good of an idea. So time to take that stuff out of your packs if you do carry it around, or at least bring it inside with you. If you do carry it around, when you come inside, bring it with you. Yeah. Or at least make the conscious effort to remember to, because if not, you're going to end up with a bunch of busted open water bottles or whatever. So unless it's whiskey in a mason jar, then you're fine.
Or unless you fill them yourself, you only have them half full or whatever, they can have some room for expansion or whatever. So.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, leave some room for expansion. That's the thing too.
Or if you're where Ian is, you might just get a leak in the vehicle, and your mason jar full of whiskey is just going to get moist.
Oh, there's third time.
So that's the thing, right? So I call it my tacti snack. Those Princess Auto for plastic ammo bins that come in like a carry tray. I normally have one sitting in the back of my vehicle. I've normally got like a Gatorade or two in one of them. Granola bars, nuts, some sweet snacks in case like sugars get low or you just get that craving for something, something that I can avoid, like try and keep it mostly healthy, but you're going to throw some garbage in there from time to time, just prevent you from having to stop somewhere and pick up a hot dog or, a bag of chips or something. And it's like, well, I'll still keep that in there, but I do want to be mindful of like maybe where it is in the vehicle that, if my truck doesn't start while it's in my laneway, okay, I'm just not going to work, right? I don't have to worry about those snacks getting frozen. But if it happens an hour after work, I kind of may switch them around in my vehicle where the heat gets to them a little bit more. And then if I think about it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to grab those snacks and like maybe throw them in my breast pocket or something, I don't know if you've ever tried to eat like one of these when it's -20 out, like the Nature Valleys. Like, bro, it's not happening.
Little ice bricks, little ice cubes.
Yeah, right.
It becomes a lozenge in your mouth for a while.
Yes. So two things: you can take the stuff that's in there, take them inside, open them up, cut them into little bite-sized chews. And like kind of like drop in your mouth, let your natural body heat warm it up and chew. Or I just tend to put them somewhere where the natural heat of the vehicle does whatever, and if they stay pretty much frozen, they kind of last a little longer, and I'll also eat them if they're stale because I don't like throwing money away.
Likewise.
Fair enough.
Like, yeah, but yeah, just whatever food, liquids you have, definitely want to mitigate that. The nice thing about that is I could just not be lazy and bring it in every night. I just don't. So I just bring the liquid in. But yeah, I keep the food in there, and yeah, just mitigate if you're gonna keep some stuff that might get frozen. Maybe chop it up, put it small bite size where you can do something other than sucking on something for 2 hours.
And speaking of your cars, like Jeff said here, put your snow tires on.
Mm-hmm.
Do not
Now's the
till
time.
first snow, especially
Yeah.
if you can do it yourself at home because your tires are on rims already set for your car.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do
my
it yourself now.
my personal opinion, don't put snow tires on until it starts getting in the minuses.
Yes, you wear the tires out faster.
Yes.
Mhm.
So winter tires are a rubber that wears better when it's crazy cold. And summer tires wear when it's extremely cold. So if you put your winter tires on when it's too early, you'll start wearing them out faster. I mean, you'll still get like the same season, but like you'll just have better traction the whole season. But I would at least double check, make sure none of them are flat. Go get
It's
your
kind of
tire
important to
fixed
not have
now.
flat tires. Yeah.
Yeah, take a look at them, get whatever going.
It is
Look at
shocking
it.
though how many guys will wait till the first snowfall and then like rush in with everybody else to try and get it done and be
Oh, yeah.
surprised
Yeah.
when there's like a 2-week wait.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
There's already a 2 or 3 week wait around here.
Oh yeah, and like we means like same thing with going out to Canadian Tire, getting your bottle of windshield washer fluid that's like good to -40 or whatever. Like, why are you waiting for the first snowfall? Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
it's like, come on, this is like what's coming.
We know
right?
what's
So,
going to happen. Yeah, we know what's going to happen. So just stock up now.
Same thing with salt for us. Like if we
Mhm.
do the steep hills for the driveways and stuff, like people will wait till the very last second to get salt. It's like, no, now it's a good time. Like there better be a pile outside your house already to keep the driveways clear.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. But yeah, take a look at that. And if you're doing them yourself, now would be a good time to take a look at your brakes.
Yeah. Good point.
Way better to do brakes when it's 4 outside compared to when it's -24 outside.
Mhm.
We keep that weather for the snowblower, not the car. Yeah, so it's not rocket science. At least look at them, see if there's anything that looks odd. If one of your pads has got, let's say 6 centimeters and one of them has 2 millimeters left, you might
Might
want to
be a
get
good
that
time to
addressed.
change something.
Yeah, something's not working right.
That's a clue.
Um,
That's a clue.
Yeah. If they're look good, I tend to try and do the service in the winter compared to the spring. Take all my brakes apart, put some lube where it needs to, get some stuff before they start seizing up, and you end up with one that's got a crazy amount of pad and the other one has none because of stuff drying up. That tends to be when I do it is in the fall compared to the spring. Spring, I'll double check, make sure everything still moves okay, and then I'll run the rest of the summer with it. If not, I'll do it again in the spring. But yeah, I tend to do it. It's also because I don't like doing a lot of work when it's fucking 27 degrees outside. I'll do it when it's like 7,
Or
but like
minus
27,
degrees.
yeah, or -27. But when it's 7, it's awesome to do work, right? Like you can just have a sweater, just do whatever, listen to some music. You're not sweating like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, take a look. Also, if you're doing your own tires, take a peek underneath. Do you see anything that's leaking? Oil, transfer cases, transmissions. Try and prevent the breakdowns. As we all know, we talked about the Zimbabwe only being able to buy half of a loaf of bread prior to the show.
Mhm.
Everything costs. But hopefully, fingers crossed, you've got a good mechanic friend or a reliable place that you can go in. They'll give you an honest opinion about, is there a band-aid you can do until you can save enough or whatever, just to not break down in the winter is ideal.
yeah, no, for sure. There's actually there's about 5 lube jokes you missed there, but that's fine. And
Yeah, I was keeping count, and we'll mention
Yeah.
them in the after chat for sure.
Yeah, and
Uh-huh.
so on that note, though, like Dave brings up a good point about bringing a
Yes.
towel or two to dry off if you have to like dig out or whatever to get the sweat off. But honestly, just a spare coat,
Yeah.
set of solid set of work gloves, because chances are if you're going out for like to meet up with friends or something, you're probably wearing a lighter coat than normal. But to
Mhm.
have like a heavy duty heavy weather kind of winter coat in the back of the car at all times, just so you have to change out the tire or whatever. It's like you can slap that bad boy on and not have to worry too much about it, or spend the night in the car, as people did on the Highway 400 there last year many times, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good point. Normally, you plan and you're going to work or you're going to a friend's or whatever. You plan on just being out of the car for a couple of minutes while you're going from the car to the house or car to the office. Yeah, you don't plan on being stranded for hours on end. So yeah, having a warmer jacket packed away, ready just in case, because that could very well happen, and it normally does on the 400 every year, where people end up sitting for hours on end, and yeah, having that little bit of extra warmth is crucial.
Well, like out here again with the rain, rain is actually more devastating than snow because it like goes right through everything, right? So I actually have like a ugly as sin like military surplus Gore-Tex jacket, like the old Air Force one that's like Air Force
Those are the
Blue.
fucking best.
Oh yeah, ugly as sin, but it cost me
It
like
works.
$12, and it's actual Gore-Tex, and so it just sits in the truck, and I don't care how long it sits there, and it's got like a solid wool toque in there, like it's a waterproof Gore-Tex. It's got everything you need. So if you are working outside your vehicle, it's like, yeah, you don't care how heavy it's raining, it's fine.
Yeah, so I'll even say to add on to a nice big winter jacket or whatever, insulated coveralls. Surprisingly, not as expensive as you'd think. But if you got to get on your hands and knees, like, right, everybody's like, oh, get a jacket, get this, that. Like, I don't know, kneel down in snow for 20 minutes wearing jeans and let me know how those jeans are.
You're going to be solid on the knees when you get it.
Right. They're going to get cold. Your knees are going to get frozen. Your knees are going to hurt for a few days. You know, skin color is probably going to be off for a day or two. But just as
they're bad ideas when you have to go to the bathroom. Other than that, they're the bomb.
Yeah, insulated coveralls. But yeah, prior to putting them on, you do your
empty your bladder.
Empty your bladder. But insulated coveralls as well as an insulated jacket, depending on the scenario, or insulated overalls, not even coveralls, like, so you can mishmash the two together. Because every scenario we're talking about, you got to dig something, you got to change a tire, you're going to be kneeling on the ground, as well as I don't know, a small pad that's like, 2 feet by 2 feet. Store. Yeah, a knee pad at the dollar store, right? They got them for gardening for people, just to keep that moisture barrier off of you. They take up barely any room. Throw them in there with everything. Will help if you don't think you need the overalls, coveralls, just to keep your clothes dry and just keep that dampness from getting right to your bones. Will make a huge difference.
Couple extra flashlights or a good survival candle in your car. A couple of matches or a lighter.
A box of crayons in case you get hungry too.
That's right.
That's it. Nothing.
If you're a former Marine, I suppose. But yeah.
Something for some traction too in the car, right? That's tis the season for when you're going to start getting stuck. So something like kitty litter, some of those traction pads you can grab, like just something to be able to help get you out of a spot where you might be stuck. Because
I have seen more and more in my travels now, pickup trucks with like the rack on them, not just a back rack, but the full box rack, where people have put the.
I thought you were talking about the driver with the rack. My bad.
No, not that one. Where they have a fuel can and a water can and the traction aids and a jack-all jack and a snow shovel or an escape shovel, whatnot. Always. And we're talking like I've seen these in the summertime. They just drive around with them all the time on the vehicle. It's always there, ready to go.
They are amazing in parking lots when they're getting groceries. Because that's all they fucking do with them 95% of the time, let's be honest.
Drive very nicely to the grocery store.
Yeah, it looks badass. Like, man, you are the coolest guy at Loblaws right now. I'm telling you. But
But just something to keep in mind. Those are all things
Yeah.
that you should
No,
go
it's a
to
good
the,
point.
go to the gas station or the hardware store or whatnot and pick up a 5-liter gas can.
Yep.
Go and fill it with premium fuel.
Mhm.
If you're really worried about it, put it into a good garbage bag, whatnot, and put it in the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to stay fresh all winter long. You have a
Yep.
little bit for you and or somebody else who is stuck.
Yeah. Screw
Yeah,
other people.
Just throw some stabilizer in it if you're worried.
Yep.
Or that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or every third Monday when you go to the gas station to gas up for work, put that jerry can in,
Yeah. And
put
replace
new
it.
in the jerry can, and like put it part as
Yeah.
your fuel rotation. If it's sitting in the vehicle, right? Like I've done that where we're doing whatever, and I'm like, oh, we gotta go put gas in. And I'm like, oh, we haven't used this jerry can in a little bit, so
Mhm.
put the jerry can in the truck, go to the gas station, fill up the jerry can, and then fill up the rest in the truck, right? So that's a good way. So don't put it in your vehicle and forget about it. Just find a routine where you can add it to your rotation.
Yep.
That's not going to cause you a bunch of nuisance. If you get good gas, you put stabilizer, you've got some windows, it's not, you have to do it every Monday morning. You can wait for a nice day where you don't mind putting the jerry can in, because pouring jerry cans is a lot slower than actual gassing. And then you got to do that. And then you got to put it away. So it's going to take a little bit of more time. So, you can find that barrier where it's like, oh, the sun's out at least, and it's not crazy raining like Ian.
Yep.
And right, like you're not gonna get
Not
crazy
around often,
wet.
Ian. We got to poke at you when we get the chance.
That's fair.
Right? You're not gonna get crazy wet doing it, so you can pick that day compared to a few days ago when it was pouring.
You're only going to get moist, right?
Yeah,
That's right.
you're gonna get moist, not soaked.
So moving on from vehicles, how about your house?
Mm.
Do like Jeff's got some good stuff in here, and it's unfortunate he couldn't
Does,
be
yeah.
here tonight, but inspect your house and other buildings and make sure there's no damage over the summer that you didn't see or hear, or I'll get to that later. Yeah, well, now it's later. You need to do it.
Yeah.
Right, clean
Yep.
your gutters, swap out your
That's a big one.
clean out your gutters for sure.
Yep.
And I put in there like I said, seal up all your outbuildings. Make sure
Well, and
everything's-
in your main house too, because
Oh,
like
yeah,
if you've got
too.
if you got the leaky
Yeah.
windows that reduce the
Yep.
efficiency of your heater and stuff, you might as well use that Saran wrap seal off system they have and everything else
Mhm.
just to make sure you get a little bit more heat retention.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't
That's a
look
good point.
cool, but it fucking works.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get through if you need to, like if you got to use that window
Yeah.
as an emergency exit. Like it's not a crazy amount of work, but yeah, doing that to a few drafty windows can make a huge difference on your cost of heating, and if the power goes out, being able to retain heat.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And I
Good
know
point.
Pierre doesn't like this point, but test out your snow blowers. Get them ready
Nah,
now. Like,
Wait
that's
for the
my-
first snowfall,
Yeah.
and you find those insulated coveralls, and you kneel in the snowbank while you're getting snowed on, and that's when you fix it. And take the carb apart and fix the float on
Yeah,
it
you can't,
and everything.
yeah.
and
You-
yeah,
you
and
can't you
it's-
can't properly test the fix efficiently because there has to be snow in order to
Absolutely.
efficiently
Like,
test the
Yeah,
fix.
oh,
So
it turns.
there's no
but
point in
does it-
fixing it in the summer.
Yeah, the thing turns when I hold the thing, but does it turn when there's resistance? So you got to wait for the snow.
Yeah, you gotta wait. Yeah,
You
I
might as
agree.
well
You
just
gotta
wait.
wait.
when you're putting all your lawn tools and whatnot, your rakes and your shovels and whatnot, bring out the winter stuff. Bring out the snow shovels and the ice scrapers. And,
Put those at
Yeah.
the
Check it
front.
all over now. Yeah, make sure it's
yeah,
good.
what is it?
Ready
The
to go.
roof shovel, the one that
Yeah.
pulls snow off.
Oh
the roof.
yeah. Mhm, mhm.
Yeah,
That thing-
you take,
that thing
you take
is
all your
nice.
garden stuff, you throw that hoe in the back, and you take out all the new stuff.
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
And I've seen this a bunch of times. Driveway markers.
Yes. Mhm.
Driveway markers, those little red reflective ones. You can get solar powered ones that light up at night that will tell people where the heck the end of your driveway is. And I know I'm going to put some up because my driveway this year, the ditch was filled in during the summertime.
Yes.
So my driveway is completely different now from 6 months ago.
But also, it's a lot less of a fall
Oh, absolutely.
compared to
If
where
you
it
do
was.
screw up,
Like,
yeah.
if you do screw up, it's a
Yep.
lot less costly on the repair bill.
Oh, yeah. But still, just to make sure I know where the edge of the driveway is, so I know where the solid ground is, and so everybody else knows where it is.
Yeah, I put those up every year. Just makes
Well,
life easy.
also, so you don't chew up your lawn when you're running the snowblower.
Yes.
Yep.
So
100%.
there's
Yep.
always that too.
That's why I put them up, because I know exactly where to go with the snow blower, and then I'm not stuck out in minus 30 trying to fix it because I didn't take a whole chunk of grass.
Yeah. If you get a good enough snowblower, it'll chew right through that frozen grass, bro.
But and the best part is like if you get those solar powered ones, like Brad was mentioning, the solar powered lit up ones. I mean, hey, things go sideways. You got a nice solar powered mini light that can light up the family room or whatever, and just put it outside during the day, bring it in at night. It's all good.
Yep.
And you also
No, that's a
have
good point.
markers. You have markers depending how long your driveway is for sight distance. On
Yeah, no, known distances are important
Yeah.
too. I'm just saying for reasons.
Marks
You know.
marks the property line. Yeah.
Well,
makes
Yeah.
sense.
it just lets me know how loud I have to say, "Hey, how's it going, buddy?" You know, depending on which marker you're
Or
at.
where that raccoon might be, distance wise. And
Raccoon. I'm not gonna
raccoon,
say
yeah,
that.
raccoons,
yeah. We'll just
Your friendly greeting volume is incredibly important. Yes.
yes. Yeah, you don't want to come off too aggressive by yelling.
No,
'cause they're
no,
no,
not in this
right?
country, no.
No, that would not be very Canadian. No.
Oh. Well, I would be remiss if we didn't invoke some Alan here and mention that
Yes.
it's time to change out the carbon monoxide detector and smoke detector batteries because the
Yep.
time
Yes.
zone just happened yesterday, or a time change just happened yesterday, right?
It
Yep.
sure did. Yep.
Yes,
And-
so a little nod to
Very good
Alan
point.
there.
Yep.
But yeah, that is true. But also, if you heat with wood, like some people that live in rainy climates, yeah, it's very important because obviously it is a thing that is a real concern because we have a fireplace in the middle of the house.
Yep.
Ah,
Well-
good point.
Well, not just that. Like where I live, I heat by natural gas, and my hot water is natural gas. But my hot water is in a separate part of the house that I don't turn my heat on all summer. My hot water tank's going, but we don't really have carbon monoxide there. It's a small room. It's always nicely vented. But my heater that I'm going to turn on, in the last few weeks, that may be where I get more of a carbon monoxide notification needed compared to anything else, right? Unless one of the seals go in the summer just sitting there. This is the time of year where you're gonna hit that refresh button on most of the stuff, unless you've got AC that works on it or this, that. You've got other things that work on it. But yeah, like my hot water is kind of separate from the house. So yeah, I've got the heat in the corner. So, hit the button, replace the battery, it's the expiration date, go spend the $90 to buy a new one because it's past the expiration date. Ask me how I know. And yeah.
Gee, Pierre.
Yeah, GPR, how do you know? So, and actually, because it is that time of year, and we've been talking about cars for the good chunk of this podcast, buying a little car kit for someone that you want to get interested in prepping. This is a good, window of opportunity to kind of start the conversation. Like, here's a little car kit, daughter, friend, whatever. And hand them the car kit and explain why they should put this in the back of their car and maybe get their mindset started on that stuff. It's a great it's a great like gateway drug, so to speak, for prepping. And yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say not even specifically go buy one, but just
Put one together.
booster cables, reflective vest, flashlight,
Clubs.
and like a breaker bar, right? Like we've all seen that stupid little bar that comes with whatever. Go to Princess Auto, Canadian Tire. You can buy a 2-foot breaker bar. It's a ratchet. You got to know which one's righty tighty, which one's righty loosey. 3-ish sockets, 17, 19, 21 will get you by 90% of all the 95% of the vehicles. Like you're getting into half-ton trucks where they go up to a bit more than that. Like just that can get you by a lot. Even if you don't know how to do it, maybe someone is going to pull over, and if you've got the stuff, they'll help you out.
Oh yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
you could just put like everything from a battery backup for the cell phone
Yep.
to hand warmers to
Yep.
whatever. You can put one together. It doesn't cost a whole lot, and
No, it does not. It's
a
awesome.
good thought thing.
That's good. Like you said, it's a good intro. Yep.
Yeah, And mentioning, we were talking about Swedish Death Cleaning, of course. Now, of course, I don't want to like advocate getting more stuff, but I mean, if you are going to get some stuff that summer specific, like seasonal items, this is usually when they're blowing them out. So if you want to save a little bit of cash because cost of everything's going up, usually get a bunch of summer items. Pool noodles for like pipe installation, whatever. Pool noodles are great in summers, but they don't carry them during the winter at the dollar store. But hey, if you want to insulate some pipes, that's a great time to do it because now they're blowing them out for 50 cents each or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff you can get. Usually Canadian Tire, dollar stores, whatever that they just want to get rid of now, and it might come in handy. There's all sorts of prep items at both of those stores, and yeah,
Oh, for sure.
just saying it's an option, it's an opportunity right now for sure.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is winter's boring. Let's face it. Like unless you're like you're like an avid skier or a snowmobiler like Jeff or whatever. Trying to arrange some stuff to keep you busy during the winter, like preparedness wise. So whether it be taking an online course, having a project you can work on inside the house, inventory, like plan to do inventory, whatever. Make sure you got a list of things to keep you busy because they're staring at the walls during the middle of winter. When the Blue Jays aren't playing, it can get very done. I mean, like there's always something to do, right?
The Blue Jays. are
Ham
gonna be
radio works in the
swinging
winter.
clubs.
Just saying.
Well, I think I told you guys about this before, but I got that antique radio there,
Oh yeah.
and
Yes.
so I'm turning that into the power station / solar battery output / HF radio setup. Like the whole, it's gonna have everything all in one little
I like
box,
it.
right? And it's
like
just something that can keep you busy all winter, just tinkering and adding switches and everything else. And
Mhm.
it's just something that it helps
It's a
your prep.
project. Yeah.
Yeah, if it helps your prep so much the better, and then also you feel like you accomplished something too, right?
Yep.
I like it.
Also, just to go back a second on Ian saying, summer blowouts, sale. If you plan that you're thinking and you can afford it, now's the best time to get weed eaters, weed whackers, whatever you want to call them, even lawnmowers.
Yep.
Because a lot of those companies, they got to figure out how to store it for 6, 7, 8 months. At least at where we are, maybe not Ian because of all the rain he gets. But
There's a
Grants
cost
will just
involved in
keep
storing
going.
anything, like
Right.
whether it be like anything you don't
Yeah.
sell, you have to store it. It costs the company. So
yeah, right. They got to find somewhere. So I'm like, if you've been like struggling with whatever this year and you've got the funds, like, yeah, go buy it, leave it in the box. Don't do anything to it. Don't take it out, oil, whatever. Maybe keep it a little more temperature regulated. But yeah, now would be the time that you can save, $400 or $500, $200 on
Good
something
point.
that you need to change. And then in the spring, same thing for your snowblower, right? Like, so
Mhm.
that change of transition time is, it costs the company money to try and figure out how to store it, right? They got to get someone to strap it all together, put it somewhere. Every square inch inside a store costs money to that. And so, yeah, they do tend to dump a lot of that stuff in the season changes. So something
really
you've
good
been
point.
looking at getting, I mean, it's worth looking at the price and be like, yeah, I'll do that, or just be like, I'll keep cursing at my lawnmower, for the next 2 years until it gets to something reasonable. I mean, that's the thing as well, right? But don't forget about all the things for outdoors
Mhm.
will also go on sale.
Mm-hmm.
And now the other thing I didn't actually write down, but it came to me as well with the seasonal changeout. For those of us that reload, temperature sensitive ammunition, now's a good time to get. Well, it is hunting season for me, but I think it's just starting for you guys, right? Or is it?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so now
starting
you got to do your redo your loads for hunting and stuff because temperature changes. The powder is affected by temperature. Obviously, the temperature,
Yeah,
humidity
good
is going to change your ballistics and everything else. So now, I'm actually recommending if you're going to go hunting, do a range trip right before hunting season. Not that you want to hang out with a bunch of FUDs on the range because they're all doing their sight-ins, but also because you got to get data on previous engagements, dope for your charts. Because other than that, your shots could be way wide off, especially if you reload, because you don't know how that powder reacts in much lower temperatures, right? So just a
Valid
thought.
point.
Any excuse to go to the range, right? Like I just figured.
Yeah.
Any excuse to sit down and reload.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I got to redo my loads, I guess. Okay, that's fine.
And if not, I mean, that winter project, like Ian just said, winter's boring. You can get set up for reloading.
Yep.
I am no expert by any. I still got all 10 fingers in both my eyes.
That's good.
So I haven't fucked up that bad.
That's good.
Right.
Step one
but
complete.
Yeah,
Notice he didn't say anything about all 10 toes.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That's because he's
That's
trying
was
to
this
do
weird
it.
night in Siberia, and
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Not kidding. I know personally a guy named Peter Two Toes is what we called him because he decided to go skidooing in wintertime with bad winter boots, and left a little
Yep.
too long, and before he knew it, he had 2 toes left.
Yep. Yeah, like
Yee.
that's the thing. But yeah, reloading. It's been a little bit since I've done it, and I'm getting low on 22-250 ammo. I swapped some scopes around, so I'm like, okay, I gotta reset a few scopes, and I wanna do some load development for the 30-06 and 22-250 because I got different projectiles because I can't find the other ones anymore, and but it's just like for me, that's my zen. Sitting here by myself, listening to a podcast, something, and just that constant consistency and everything, and then seeing the product when I get to the range, and I'm like, ooh, I still have all 10 fingers. I got both eyes, and
That's good.
you know the groupings work, right? Like, oh, this one didn't
Yep,
work.
mhm.
This one works nice. Like, I don't know. I just like it personally. Might not be for everybody, but one of the best things that happened for me when I was interested in reloading, I was on a forum. I think it was Out of Doors or whatever, the magazine. They had a forum, and I had mentioned or inquired about reloading, and a guy reached out, and he lived about 45 minutes from me, and he's just like, so he's like, here's my number, give me a call. He's like, what do you want to reload? And I was like, oh, I'm thinking this caliber. So he's like, I have the dies, I don't have the projectiles, I've got powder in this and primers, and this was when it was readily available and very cheap, where he's just like, he did the math, and he's like, oh, we're gonna reload like 80-90 rounds. He's like, it's gonna cost me this much of material. He's like, just bring me a 6-pack and we're good. And
Nice.
went over to his house, and like, I'm not saying what he showed me is God, but like, at least, without having that $300-500 investment, he's like, this is how you set dies. This is what the micrometer. He showed me the book and this, that. And he's like, you'll have a bunch of different stuff, but at least he got me into the process without having an extreme cost, right? Like, I had to go buy 122-250 projectiles, well, 22 caliber projectiles, right? So it cost me $80, and after that, I was like, ooh, I liked it. Now I'm going to make that $300 investment compared to making that investment and being like, this is stupid. And now, right, you'll never make your money back on reloading stuff, right?
Yeah.
So,
So
make
find something that you're interested in and something that'll help you pass the time. That's a very valid point. That wintertime sucks, and it's the you get up in the morning and it's dark out.
Something though, like 100%. Like
true.
this is the time to actually like get the theoretical under your belt, and you can do the practical during the summer when it's actually nice outside.
Oh, look at that! Brad's got the ham radio study guide up on the screen.
Oh, the one from 5 years ago you ordered?
Yeah, you're actually going to do it this time.
Well, no, he just found it. That's all he was showing us. He found it.
So he just found the book. Oh, yeah.
Or that decluttering thing he's doing.
You're on mute, Brad. Yeah, but Brad's also on mute. So
He's on
I think you
mute.
rebutted. Yeah. I think you rebutted. We couldn't hear anything.
I think that's the first page of the book is microphones.
Oh, thank you. No,
That's
it's been
how we
sitting
can
out
tell he's
here-
never cracked
I've been
it.
sitting out here for about a month, and I've cracked the spine a couple of times on it and started to search through it and watched a bunch of different classes, so to speak, some of the recordings of classes online on YouTube and whatnot. And
Nice.
I tentatively aiming so that springtime I can reach out and talk to Eric from here.
Ooh, look at that. Well, we're doing that now.
I
so
have his
mission
phone
accomplished.
number if you need it. I have his
What?
phone number. I'll send you his phone number. You can talk to him from where you are.
Well, I have it too. Just saying.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you meant on the radio. Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
gotcha. Okay,
I thought you guys only talked on Sunday nights on here. Sorry.
Oh boy. Well, I think we've covered off some pretty good points and kind of reminded people of a few things they got to switch out and change around for winter. Any last minute comments, I see Pierre?
Yes. If you've got littles,
Mhm.
they grow like fucking weeds.
At times.
right prior to them having to wear their snowsuit to school and their boots and their mittens.
Make
and
sure it
everything.
fits. Mhm.
Yeah, make sure it fits, right? Like,
Yep.
I'm an adult. I haven't varied
When
much
did
in
that
weight.
happen?
Well, government said I'm legal now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. So like my clothes fits for years. I still have clothes that I wore in like 10th grade that still fit. But my daughter is growing, and this way, that way, whatever. It's just like, you're just like, oh, you don't think about it. Like, oh, where's your winter boots from last year? And I'm like, oh, they don't fit.
It's a very good point.
Yeah. Snow pants.
Very good
Oh,
point.
they're
They don't fit.
6
Yep.
inches short. Like,
They're not flood pants. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So yeah, don't disregard the
Very,
kids.
yes.
Yeah, because
Somebody think of the children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to say that they don't think of the children, but that can be forgotten real fast.
Because it's not a personal thing. It's only happening to them per se. I'm going sideways a little bit, but that's about it. I mean,
Mm.
yeah, it's,
Yeah,
But,
it
I mean,
happens.
Depending on the pants you get, some of them do have quite a bit of give.
Stretchies.
Stretchies. Or just buy bigger and just do the suspenders thing and let everything hang loose. Just do
perfect.
one of those. Nobody's gonna bother you wearing those in Walmart, buddy.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right. Any last minute things anybody else wants to toss in?
Oh, that's it.
No, I think we're good.
Well, I think we'll move into the podcast challenge then. 'Cause I see Ian's added something there.
Alrighty, so sell 3 things you don't use, and once you cash that out, use the money to buy some windshield washer fluid for your car and some insulated coveralls.
I
Let
like
us
it.
know what brand you got. Carhartt, I'm
Yep.
thinking, but
Oh, you got to be tactical. Yeah.
yeah.
But also, don't be opposed to looking at secondhand stores for these things. Something you're
Oh,
just gonna
absolutely.
throw in the vehicle and never wear.
But I've
You'd be
never
surprised
bought
how cheap.
secondhand windshield washer fluid.
Oh, the
Yeah.
True, yeah.
surplus store, like surplus store
Yep.
for the
Mhm.
discount, like god awful blue, like Gore-Tex stuff. It's
Yeah.
great.
I mean, you are not
Fantastic.
wearing this to the bar, and chicks are gonna be throwing phone numbers at you.
No.
But they're gonna be cold, and you're not.
Yeah.
Like,
Of course, it's so funny because even the surplus store, they're all fashion conscious. Because if it's olive drab green, it's about 4 times the price
Yep.
as the hideous other colors that they come in for the
Hmm.
military, right? So
Yeah.
if you
Mhm.
can just avoid buying the OD green stuff, it's a great
it's
deal.
OD green, buddy. I love OD green.
Well, don't we all? But I mean, the fact is,
Yeah.
it's high demand, right? Whereas the other stuff
Yeah.
is not.
Mhm.
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
Huh, fair enough.
So
Yeah. So
Fabric
Upcoming
dye,
events.
great.
Just stay tuned for the annual Preppers Meet 2026. I know the plans kicked off for that right at the end of 2025. So I
and
know they're planning that out, and hopefully it'll be at the same location at the Anglers and Hunters Club there, Slovenian Anglers and Hunters Club, just outside of Alliston. So
and
mark it in your
rumor
calendar.
is I may or may not be there this year,
Oh, ooh.
along with my 2
Wow.
horses and my wife, and most likely the daughter. But we're getting to the age where we're not cool anymore. She'll probably stay back.
There's an age where you were cool.
Thank you for saying
When they're
that.
really fucking dependent on you, yeah. Look, when they can't figure out how to get food without you, you're gone.
Fair
when
enough.
you
Fair
when they
enough.
figure out how to get food, they're like, "Leave me
I don't
alone,
need
bro."
to know
Like,
more.
yeah.
Fair.
So,
We got
Sure.
some deals of the week in there.
yeah. So I mean, if the T-shirt wasn't enough of a giveaway this week, I think actually at this point Cabela should be paying me some sort of sponsorship kind of deal or something. So Cabela's, call me, please. Yeah, ammo cans, 50% off at Cabela's. Metal standard can, like the 50 cal ammo can, is like I think it's $14 or whatever. It's for metal, it's good. The mini plastic cans, which is good for reloading projectiles, small radio bits, and everything else, they're on for like $5. And so yeah, 2 links are in the show notes. He'll put them on the chat there right away. And yeah, they kind of rotate through what's on sale, but I mean it's Tupperware for preppers, right? So you might as well stock up when you can on the cheap. So
I may or
Very
may not
nice.
use a bunch of those ammo bins for way bunch of stuff that's not ammo.
fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Mhm.
According to the government, you're not even supposed to use them for ammo anyways because they're very dangerous to put ammo in. That's
Nice.
the government take on
What?
it.
Oh.
Yeah, the government has actually come out and said that, but that's don't get me started.
they also told me
Yes.
I need a 7th booster to be safe. So,
That's true.
that with a fucking grain of salt.
This is sounding like Monday night.
Like that's why. Like, all right, let's get to the fucking outro here because we're gonna go on.
All right, here we go. So I'll bring episode number 272 of the Canadian Prepper Podcast to an end. You can find the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or of course your favorite podcast app. Pretty sure we're on all of them now. Please do submit a review. It does encourage the algorithm for about 2 seconds until it realizes that we're talking about preparedness and they shove us back down to the bottom of the list. That does help other people find us.
There you go. And we record these shows live on Facebook, if you must, and on YouTube. If you want an early peek at the show, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Canadian Prepper Podcast, and click the notifications tab. That gives you an alert when we are going live. You can contact me at batbradcpp@gmail.com.
If you need to get a hold of me, just don't. But if you really have to, off the wall customizing at Gmail. We do shirts, laser engraving. My wife is looking into another business adventure where she's gonna make stuff that your wife loves and your husband hates.
Lovely.
I'm on the Discord from time to time, and most of the time I just try and find something inappropriate to post. Or on Monday nights, you can find me on the other CPP where we critique the government on why you should be prepared on Sunday nights because of the Monday night news.
Because the weak men are creating hard times, is what you're saying?
Mm.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's a really nice way of putting it compared
Yes,
to
I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Yeah, the rest is for tomorrow night. Okay, well, you can reach Ian directly by emailing me at theislandretreat@gmail.com. And you can also find me on Canadian Patriot Podcast with Pierre, live on YouTube, Monday evenings, 9 p.m. Eastern, as well as on iTunes. Get ready for it. I'm on social media. I'm on X. It's called @IslandRetreatBC. Which, of course, going on X just reinforces my reasons for wanting to become a hermit and live in a little enclave
I'm still not on
ground
X.
with hippies.
Who did you pay off?
Yeah. All of a sudden, you're getting all your access back.
I don't think we can say live what he did to get this access. We'll talk.
Yeah, all I
after.
can say I've been jumped in, type of thing. kind of the opposite of Kanye, I guess.
Oh, boy.
So there was less oil used.
Yeah, it's just like the egg fits, so they're like, "Hey, you're good to go." Like.
Oh boy. So please check out Rapid Survival at rapidsurvival.com. You can get me there on the live chat, or you can also email me at feedback@prepperpodcast.ca. So thanks for joining us. Till next time, be prepared, stay safe,
and keep learning.
As we wrap up another insightful episode of the Canadian Prepper Podcast, we want to extend our gratitude to our listeners for joining us on this journey of preparedness. Remember, the key to survival is knowledge and readiness. If you want to support the show and engage with our community further, consider signing up for our Patreon and joining our thriving community on Discord. Links are in the description. If you enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review. This is the Canadian Prepper Podcast, signing off. Until next time, be prepared, stay safe, and keep learning.